I wrote the book El Peso que más pesa, or The Heaviest Weight, as a result of doing the work by myself, as a result of nights of finding so much freedom and acceptance of my body, of my life, of my past partners. And I decided that I had to share it. I had to put it down somewhere and make it known to people that this kind of freedom, this kind of peace is possible in our lives. And that's how little by little I started writing down what I was finding out, making connections with real stories of my life with what I was finding out through my work. I suffered from bulimia for 7 years, and that's how I found the work of Byron Katie and how I healed. So the book, at the beginning, I thought it was intended only for people with eating disorders, with extra weight, with bulimia, anorexia. And then, as I started writing it, I realized that it was really for anyone who doesn't accept their life the way it is. It could be they don't accept their body, they don't accept their past, they don't like their parents, they think they should be more successful than they are. So the book is really for anyone who wants to make peace with themselves, with their present. In my book, I also share how I found the work. And basically, it was through a coincidence by my neighbor. I was living in Holland, and my neighbor told me about this great new method she was using in her life, and that was giving her a lot of freedom. So I asked her about it. She explained a little bit. We saw a video of Byron Katie doing the work, and then I decided this is it for me. So in the book, I share how little by little, by doing the work about so many issues of my life, like relationships, money, my past, my family, my exes, my partners, I started finding freedom with that past and with my present. A very important part of my book is about my story with bulimia. I came to the work because I had bulimia. I wanted to heal, and then I ended up healing so many other things I did not expect to heal. So in the book, I share how, by questioning all my thoughts about my body, overweight, ugliness, expectations of society of how bodies should look like, I really started healing little by little. And that healing was not planned. It just happens as a result of questioning my thinking and finding the truth about that thinking. I consider the book to be very important for people who have eating disorders because it could show them another way of dealing with them. I think it could also be great for parents or relatives of people with eating disorders to read it because they could understand what's behind an eating disorder. Since I wrote the book, I've been receiving all kinds of responses from people. For example, I received one from a girl in Colombia who is 17, and she tells me how reading the book has helped her in healing from bulimia. She says that sometimes when she's feeling down, she remembers certain parts of the book and smiles and knows that things will get better. I've also received comments from men who have never had an eating disorder. They don't even have overweight. And they say that it's really amazing to them how they can relate to, for example, how men are expected to have big muscles or have big bodies, and they find that it's not so. So it's really a gift. It's really a present that I've received from writing the book, to be able to connect with all these people that write from different parts of Latin America, Spain, sharing how the book has really helped them or given them some support in their struggle. So how has my life changed since I wrote the book? Immensely. I'll say it like this. One day, I'm in New York. I'm working as a fish lady. I used to sell fish in the farmers markets in Manhattan. I used to drive from Long Island to Manhattan on a big, big truck. And 1 month later, I was in Spain signing books, giving radio interviews, television interviews, traveling all around Spain. Amazing. And since then, it's been really huge for me to notice how writing a book has connected me with so many people around the world. I hear comments from people very often about how the book has changed their life. I also receive invitations from people to go give workshops to a different country. So writing the book has really opened me to a new way of living, to sharing a lot more of myself, and giving me more confidence in creating new projects and living life without fear, basically. It's been amazing. My book is now being sold in Spain, in Chile, Argentina, Mexico, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Colombia, and I'm also working towards getting it published in English. I am writing a second book, and this one is about relationships of men, women, my own story with men, sex. I have found through the work a lot of insights in how I used to be very wrong about what I was expecting in a relationship from a man, from men in general, and I'm sharing all of that in this new book, so I'm busy with that as well. So I invite you to read El Peso que más pesa, or The Heaviest Weight, and hopefully also write to me and tell me your experience with it. I would love to know what people out there are thinking about it. So thank you for being here.